Alright, so I'm doing a second last two faces rant video. So in the first one, I proposed solving this as your star piece, and then solving the remaining three pairs, like, in whatever order really, but if you're solving this pair, do it with f(r)u(f) prime solutions. This would avoid, like, completely eliminate rotations and lefty moves in your last two faces, which I felt was, you know, a huge upside to this. And something I think I had mentioned in that video is the possibility of using this as your star piece, which would then put everything into your front right slot, all of your remaining pairs, which would have better flow and like ergonomics, and also to some extent like the f(r)u(f) prime is slightly hard to look at, or if you're going to the last layer to predict aidan, so it would improve that as well. But the only problem with it was the high likelihood that there would be pieces that would get stuck like down here during that, which would just ruin the entire solve, right? So the other day I saw Aidan asking the mega server about how, whether or not this could be viable, and so I got thinking, like, you know, how could you recognize in which situations it would be worth it to do it? So I figured it's actually really simple. I don't know why I wasn't really thinking about it any sooner. So if this is on the top layer, you can almost always insert it in a way that will give you a completely fine solution. So that's one way to do it. If it's on the front layer and it's here, and if like any of these four pieces, so any of the four pieces that you're going to use next, so like the pair for this pair or for this like block, if any of them are like directly here, no, you can't do this and just use this as your star piece. But like if none of them are there, you're completely fine to do this, and it just improves flow so much. Like, for instance, just do this into front right, then you would do this into front right, and then that into front right. Like, it's just so nice. It's so much nicer. Like, I'll just give you an example. I'll obviously make sure that it's possible to do. Yeah, okay, this is like a really good example. Like here, obviously you could just insert that and do the pair, but like that, actually no, that would also be a bit awkward here. But yeah, like let's say you do this, like you just get like really nice solutions here. Like, it's just so nice for flow. It's so nice for everything. I think you should attempt to default to that, but just make sure you do the recognition system. I think the recognition would be slow at first, but I feel like the speed at which you would be able to execute your last two faces at is like definitely worth the trade-off of the recognition, because you would get used to the recognition over time, and then have what I said in the other video about this block, f(r)u(f) prime stuff, all that, and then just be able to do that in case you aren't able to use this as your star piece.